And, whoa, look at Magoo. Magoo streaks into the...
Thorpe's got basketballs. They lock handlebars as they go through, but Thorpe's done.
Here comes Bradshaw to the outside of Bale. He takes over the number 2 position, and Bradshaw is not done.
I'm Bruce Flanders, and this is Lake Sugar Tree in Axton, Virginia, site of round 3 of the 1988 250cc AMA Motocross Championship. With the first moto underway, most fans on hand expected a knockdown, drag-out battle between rider number 1, Team Honda's defending 250 champ Rick Johnson, and rider number 2, Kawasaki's Jeff Ward. Heading into the Lake Sugar Tree contest, the midway point of the 88 season, Ward, who was the 85 250 champ, trailed Johnson by a mere 4 points in the championship standings. The early lead in moto number 1 went to Brock Glover, number 44, with Ward, rider number 2, close behind. Two-time 250 champ Johnson, meanwhile, had suffered a dismal start and was well back in the pack. For Ward, the door was open. He needed to take the lead and put as much distance between himself and the rest of the pack as he possibly could. He knew Johnson was behind him, and he'd be charging hard to catch up. And that's exactly what Jeff Ward did. The Kawasaki rider passed Glover, and with no traffic to contend with, quickly opened a huge lead over the rest of the field. Johnson, meanwhile, was cutting and slashing his way through the pack. The defending national champion eventually moved all the way to the runner-up position. Unfortunately for RJ, Ward maintained his torrid pace and was gone. The Kawasaki rider took the checkered flag and moved within 1 point of Johnson in the championship chase. That set the stage for moto number 2. If Ward could duplicate his first moto performance, he would earn the overall win for the day. But more importantly, he would leave Axton, Virginia with the series points lead. In the second moto, number 24 Dennis Hawthorne had early visions of upsetting Ward's plan. Hawthorne was no match for the charged-up Ward. With valuable championship points on the line, Ward made the pass on Hawthorne look easy. Unlike the first moto, Ward was unable to put distance between he and the pack. Rick Johnson's second moto start was much better than in Moto 1, and the Honda Ace was soon camped on Ward's rear wheel. And that's when the fun began. First, Johnson passed Ward. Then Ward passed Johnson. Then it was Johnson's turn to again pass Ward. Unfortunately for the fans, there was to be no more passing on this day. Late in the race, Ward came back into view all by his lonesome. The Kawasaki rider from Mission Viejo, California, went on to take the win and a 24-point lead in the championship standings. For Johnson, the DNF meant the title chase was virtually over for him.
Rick, you and Jeff Ward were running neck and neck, swapping the lead back and forth. What happened out there?
Well, what happened was a water spigot came loose on the side of the cylinder. I lost all my water in my bike, and it got too hot and seized.
Rick, a DNF was probably the one thing that you really couldn't afford at this point. What does this do for the rest of the season?
Well, you know, it's a race. It's behind me now. I'm still upset about it, but there's nothing I can do. I'm going to go to win as much as I can, and if Jeff Ward has a problem, then it's in the cards for me to win the national championship. But if not, then there's always next year. But, you know, I don't feel he beat me.
Does this change your approach to your next race at all?
It motivates me a lot. But this was nothing I could prevent. I don't care if I was in the best shape of my life, if everything was going great. You know, it's just one of them things that happens. The spigot's glued in, and it just came loose, and I lost my water. You know, it happens.
Following the Lake Sugar Tree event, the 250 Championship Series was interrupted by a Supercross held in Giant Stadium. During that race, Jeff Ward landed wrong off of a jump. The result was a badly twisted and bruised ankle. For the next 2 weeks, Ward would get on his motorcycle only to race. His ankle was far too vulnerable to risk practicing, or for that matter, even training. At the events following the injury, Ward rode gingerly, and considering the injury, finished remarkably well. Ward's championship rival Rick Johnson was 100% and took advantage of Ward's uncompetitiveness at Mount Morris, Pennsylvania. Johnson won both motos, while Ward lost 13 championship points. In the first moto, riding on instinct and pure adrenaline, Ward managed a second-place finish. In the second moto, though, Ward's lack of training surfaced. The hot sun, the high humidity, combined to sap the Kawasaki rider's strength. The best Ward could do was sixth. The 250 title would be decided at the series finale in Texas. There was nothing hesitant, though, about Jeff Ward's start. With the first moto underway, Ward, rider number 2, was among the leaders. Behind him, the only rider in the field that mathematically could challenge Ward for the crown.
Jeff Ward either has to get 2 fourths or in the first moto get a 6th. And it can happen, but on him getting the 2 fourths or a 6th in one moto, I have to win both motos. So you might say the pressure's more on me, but I know what it takes to win, and I'm just going to go out and give it all I got.
Johnson did just that, but so did Ward. At the end of the moto, Johnson claimed the checkered flag, while Ward settled for runner-up honors. The stage was set for the final moto of the series. Ward needed a 5th place or better to ensure the championship. The start was critical to Ward's chances, and he was beaten badly. Watch closely as Johnson, rider number 1, with a half a wheel on Ward, executes a perfect squeeze play. Ward had to back off the throttle or risk crashing. As a result, Ward ended up near the back of the pack. Johnson, meanwhile, was up front, chasing his El Cajon neighbor, Team Yamaha's Brock Glover. And with that move, Johnson took the lead and was in position to claim the crown. It was now up to Ward to respond. With the title on the line, Ward blocked out the pain from his battered ankle and carved his way through traffic. When the checkered flag fell, Ward clinched the title with a courageous runner-up finish. Just past the finish line, Rick Johnson waited. He was the first to offer congratulations.